Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. What you're going to see today is actually two different projects, and I'm building them together because these are always what I do last. This page is going to be the title page for the album. It's a single page because it's the first page, and this is the last page, which is normally where I do an ephemera collection. In this case, I'm going to put the tickets for the return flights and another little airplane designed in Southwest Airlines colors because that's the plane we flew, and I'll show you how I'm going to make a pocket there. But I'm going to do this in one video just because these are fairly simple projects. I always leave them to the end because I need to cut off this extra paper. Hey, maybe you recognize that from the earlier project. This is the back side of that paper. Leave this to the end because I want to decide as I'm going what is the theme for the album, and so you really in some ways can't determine that till you get to the end. This was designed on my Cricut design studio space. All of these images were in there. I was able to bring in the trio logo and do that, but the whole thing is drawn, and I did put a little very thin black border around it. I want to show you the differences here without the border. So if I did that, it's a little hard to see, but when you put this tiny, I think it's 1/8 of an inch border around it, all of a sudden it's easier to see it. Choosing this paper here, I mean, there's no Boston in that, but it does, you know, highlight a whole bunch of things from New York, and so I thought it would be appropriate. I'll just get the tape down on this. You can see my tape dispenser is struggling a little bit. It's all right. And we'll get it down. Remember, a very thin border, so I'm going to have to put this down very carefully and make sure that I get that border all the way around. There we go. I'm not going to press with my hand on this image because of all the ink that's on it. And same thing here. I'm just going to look and see how much tape I have. Oh, I still have quite a bit of tape. It should be working. So we'll see. Well, knock on wood. Seems to be working a little. As soon as I say that, stops. A little better on the black paper. Sometimes it doesn't like the black paper because it's too fibrous, but that seems to be catching. All right, so scenes from New York that you might recognize, and this is just going to go right on top. So this will be the title page for that album, and really like the way that has turned out. Okay, so we'll stick this up here, the title page, and now we're going to do the ephemera black page, the back page. This is from the 9/11 museum, and you can see it's a bag, and it's got some items in that didn't make it into the scrapbook, but I still want to be there to hold on to. And I'm going to make a slice in here, and you'll see how I'll put that together, and I think it'll be kind of a cool feature. So get this in here. Yeah. I always keep my boarding passes because they have, just want to make sure I get this on right. We're going there. This needs to be up here. This is, wait a minute, this says, nope, that one needs to be at the top. This is the St. Louis to Oklahoma City one. And it just gives, you know, kind of a time and place. And for me, ephemera, which is collecting all of these cool little pieces, is a big part of why I like scrapbooking, collecting these things, but doing it in a way so it doesn't feel like you just have a bunch of junk. I'm going to use glue on this. Yeah, if you have boxes of all your stuff, I mean, I think that's cool, but very hard to understand in context, and so that's why I like scrapbooking. Okay, so that's going to go there, and I'm just going to do a quick count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So 5 down. And it needs to be halfway through. So let's see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut the top off because this is part of the back side of the paper. You want to see what that is? Oh, hey, recognize that from an earlier project? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go here. And now we're not cutting the whole way. So I've got to be very careful not to do that, but I'm going to just do it right on the border. And I know I need to go about halfway in. And to there. Okay. So now I've created that pocket. And this will just slide through there. Just like that. And part of what's cool is this one's going to have a handle, so it can just be pulled. It can be pulled right out, and this will be on the back page. So I don't think, because I have this handle, I'm going to put any kind of backing on it. I honestly think it will just be okay. So we'll get some tape on here. Whoops, that's not good. There we go, got a little bit. I'm going to get quite a bit of tape on this if I can, because it's going to be a little bulky underneath it because of the pocket here, and I don't want it to fall out. But there we go. This is our back page with a bag for ephemera. If I find more things I want to hold on to, I will. And also the front page. So hope you've enjoyed watching this. I have one more page that I'm going to do, and I'll show you what that is next time. Take care. Hope you've enjoyed watching.